Happy December, BookTube. December is finally upon us. And yep, I actually don't know why I'm giving a more open view of my room right now. It's so messy and just all kinds of chaotic. That's how my shelf looks like. They are indeed arranged by colors, but the books that you could see over here at my side are the books that I purchased for this year. They're the books that I haven't really organized yet by color, so a shelf tour really wouldn't be possible anytime soon until I get it right and finally have time to fix things. It's even more embarrassing because I have a couple of packages here that I'm yet to open. Yes, they're new books, and watch out in a couple of days. I'm gonna explain in detail. But yeah, December is finally here. So since I've already posted which one I'm gonna be reading first, I thought I would go ahead and start with my first book for the month, which is Someone Who Will Love You in All Your Damaged Glory by Raphael Bob-Waksberg. From what I could see at the back, this is a collection of 15 short stories total, so I thought I'll go ahead and read 5 books a day. Yeah, I'll probably do that so that I can finish it within 3 days at the most. Yeah, so really excited to get started on this. So we all know that starting the weekend with picking a book to read is always a good decision. But if you happen to be so lucky to chance upon a really amazing book, you just know that your weekend can never go wrong. So I'm on page 32 of Someone Who Will Love You in All Your Damaged Glory. I've only read sort of an introduction or sort of a snippet and the first story so far, and I already want to give this book 10 stars. Go ahead, you can think I'm being dramatic, but it's literally so good. It's so good. Have you ever read a book that made you want to congratulate yourself? Like, you didn't even write it. This person did. But you just feel this insane amount of overwhelming pride and happiness because you found and picked this book on your own, and wow, you really did that. It's so majestic, oh Lord. I want to cry because there are still so many stories left for me in this book, and as early as now, I already don't want it to end. Listen, if there's people out there who don't really get or who don't really understand the charm of short story collection books, please go ahead and give this a try. This book will make you understand why short stories are such a joy to read. The stories are so creative and they're just written in ways that I have never seen before. Can I read this forever? Guys, I'm so in love. It's so good. Good morning. The sun is up in Manila. I have fallen asleep very happy because I fell asleep reading this book and I'm enjoying it a whole lot. I've just reached page 105 of this book and I don't know, I was just in a very pensive mood all of a sudden because I was thinking that it's books like these that make me remember the precise reason why I created a YouTube channel in the first place. Because I just really wanted to have a space of my own where I could archive my spazzing freely. My spazzing over beautifully written books. And I don't know, to somehow document and preserve my feelings as real time as possible so that I could look back on it and remember how happy I feel upon reading a really well written book. I don't know, I just want to, I don't know, look back on this someday and remember what a book made me feel. And to my future self, if you're reading this book made you happy very much. I don't even care if you think I'm exaggerating. I probably am, but I just love this book so much. It's so good. It's all kinds of weird and wacky and whimsical and what the hell have I just read? Guys, I promise. This is why short story collection books are so amazing and why I'm so in love with them. This is why short stories are my jam. They're literally a box of bite-sized chocolates. What's not to enjoy? I think I get it now when people say that they envy people who are gonna read a book for the first time because you has not read this book yet. I am so jealous of you. I am now on day 3 reading this book, and I have now officially reached page 200, exactly page 200, of Someone Who Will Love You in All Your Damaged Glory. And can I just. I may be a pretty bit biased at this point because my first impression of this book was the literal embodiment of the insta-love trope. So you probably are thinking that my judgment at this time may be a tad bit clouded. But wow, this is how I know that the writer has completely won me over. When the characters are depicted in unlikable, despicable, even annoying portrayals, sometimes even bordering on problematic territory, but I understand why they are like that or why they are written like that. I believe and I am on board with the realism that the author is trying to pursue and capture because it is presented as, I don't know, a thought-provoking exploration of the complexities of human nature rather than something romanticized or something that justifies their behavior. This book just continues to be clever and heart-wrenching and hitting the right places in ways that are so original. I'm so sad because I only have a couple more pages left and I really don't want it to end. how there are books where you keep on checking how many more pages do you have left before the story is over because it's dragging on way too long. And then there are books that ends at just about the right length, just the right amount of page number. And then there are books like Someone Who Will Love You in All Your Damaged Glory, where you turn on the last page, you close the book, and you are very much aware of how much joy you have acquired from reading it from start to end, but you feel this inevitable loneliness because it's over. Anyway, I just want to do a disclaimer because I feel like majority of this review video is gonna be majorly happy vibes, which is true because I really enjoyed this book immensely. But I just want to say that it doesn't mean that all of the books here have happy endings or they're cute and fluffy. You might be getting the idea that it's shallow or just cheerful, also because it has a pink color, but no. What made me really happy when it comes to this book is not just the outcome of the stories or the characters and how they ended up. It's more on my happiness and satisfaction because of the brilliant execution of the author in delivering their stories. Also, I'm not sure if I've ever talked about this on the TBR video or on any of the earlier videos before this one, but I just found it so incredibly adorable that the author, Raphael Bob-Waksberg, has included compliments from his two grandmas on here, on the praises, on the book blurb. It's so endearing to me. That is so sweet. It says, "These stories keep us engaged and on our toes. With love, your Nana." And it says here, author's grandmother. And then his other grandmother says, "Very moving and true to today's society. I'm so proud of my little Rafi." I mean, I just find it so cute that he considers affirmation and validation from his family just as equally significant as these other, I don't know who they are, but authors or reviewers. But yeah, more than anything, what it says on here that this is tragic comedy, I 100% agree. The stories that are in here are perfect servings of bittersweet, and I can't get enough of them. It's so enriching how you can go from one piece to another with a completely new set of expectations, approach, method, characters. It's stunning how he has come up with these worlds. Also, I think I've mentioned once that I have expectations for this book to be my compromise because for some reason I don't have a good romantic read for the year. I mean, of course, I started the year late since I only returned to reading. I only started this channel and returned to books September. And this is only my 10th book of the month. I mean, the year. 10th book of 2021. So, I mean, to not have a romance book though is kinda a little bit sad. So, I'm so happy that this really made up for it and even exceeded what I've been craving for. They're not your typical romance though, but if you're someone who's really looking at reading unique, never been done before love stories. If you're looking for an instant cheer me up, but not exactly something cute or fluffy, or not exactly romantic comedy per se, give this a try. Please, I beg you. So I think it's definitely not a spoiler to say that this is definitely gonna end up on one of my favorite books of the year, one of my best reads of 2021, and one of my all-time faves. He's probably gonna be one of my all-time favorite authors, and I would definitely be looking out for more of his feature works. I think this is his first ever published book. I'm so excited for what he can do and what new things he can bring to the table, so good job. As soon as I finish this book, I already have the intense urge to reread. That's how much I enjoyed it. Definitely I'm gonna be rereading this in the near future. Something that I would be so grateful for the year 2021 is discovering this author and finding this book. What is your most surprising, or what is your most pleasant discovery for the year 2021? What book gave you the most pleasant surprise? Or do you have a new author that you're gonna add on your all-time favorites list that you've read this 2021? Can you tell me about it? I hope your December is going on great, and I hope you have lots of great and happy books to make your holiday season more colorful and more meaningful. Thank you so much for watching this video.